Okay, third grade. Today we are going to take a look at our vocabulary words for Wolf Island, and you're going to choose two to do a web for. Okay, so there's 5 words, and you're going to choose 2. Oops, you can't really see that one. Sorry. That you'd like to do. Okay, so we have available, well-being, population, balance, and depended. Now, for depended, you could kind of think of it as depend because it doesn't change the meaning of it, just puts it in the past tense. So you could kind of think of it that way. But so you're going to choose 2 that you'd like to do, and we're going to do a different web. Mrs. Albert's class is familiar with this a little bit, but it's new for my class. These sheets are in your packet that you picked up at school. Okay, so there should be 3 of them, and you're going to use 1 for Wolf Island. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to use 1 sheet, and it has 2 sides. You're going to do 1 word on each side. Okay, and you're going to notice, my class, that these bubbles are very, very similar to what we've done before, so it's actually nothing really brand new for you. Okay, what you're going to do, you're going to start off by writing your name, of course. Okay, and you're going to add the date, so 12/3/20, okay, and right here I want you to write Wolf Island because that is the title of the story. So I want you to add Wolf Island, and we're going to put it in quotation marks because it's the name of a story that's within our big reader. Okay, now the next step is completely up to you. I'm going to do 1 as an example, and then you can choose to do it. I'm going to choose to do the word available. Available. So I'm going to write the vocabulary word right here in the middle. Available. Okay. Now, let's take a look at these bubbles. You're going to go, oh, that's pretty familiar. Definition, synonym, antonym, different sentence because my word has more than 1 meaning. And we'll get back to that in a second. Sentence and picture of the word. Okay, so you're actually going to fill in these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bubbles. And that one you might fill in. Okay, and we'll go over what that means. Now, I'm going to change it a little bit in that you're going to do related words or synonyms, and you're going to do more than 1. If you can think of more than 1, you have to have at least 1. But related words, we talk about that in our class, related words or synonyms. And this would be opposite words or unrelated, right? Unrelated words or antonyms. So we're going to add more than 1 to that bubble if we can. Okay. The definition of available, if I looked in the glossary of my reader, I would find that the definition for available is ready to use. Okay, so the definition in my glossary is ready to use, so I'm going to write the definition ready to use right here. The other part I want you to add up there is the part of speech. Ready to use, available, would be an adjective. So I'm going to write adjective up there. Adjective. Okay. Okay. And I did the abbreviation. Usually we put that in parentheses. Okay. That's my part of speech and my definition. Okay. Now let's look at, can you think of any synonyms or related words? They don't have to be exact synonyms, which means exactly the same meaning, but related words that you could use instead of available. So sometimes what I think is easier to do first is to do the sentence, because then you can say, okay, if I take available out of my sentence, what words can I put in that would help me, that would then make the meaning of the sentence be exactly the same, okay? So let's see, let's think of a sentence. I know, the book that I want, the book I'd like to read is available at the library. It's available at the library. Okay. Now my sentence went out of the box. That's okay. Okay, you ready? So here's my word available. And then it might help me over here with synonyms. what could I put in there that would mean almost the same thing? So I'm thinking of one, obtainable. That's kind of an obtainable. Have you ever heard of that word before? That might be a tricky word, obtainable. Or the book is, I don't know, reachable? Reachable? Are you noticing something about all these words? Because it's available. I have attainable, reachable. Okay. I might be able to think of a few more if I really ponder that one for a bit. Okay, so what would mean the opposite? Good. I could use that prefix un. Unavailable. Unavailable would mean the opposite of available. Or maybe the book I'd like to read is missing from the library. I think that's kind of close. Is missing from the library. That would be opposite. Or the book I want to read is off limits. It's off limits at the library. That sounds like something's wrong with that book. Okay, so do you see how I used my sentence? And because my sentence, I showed the meaning, I could use the context clues to find the meaning of available. That helped me figure out some synonyms and antonyms. Okay, this box is a picture of the word. How are we going to draw available? That one's going to be tricky for me. So I might illustrate my sentence, which is fine. Okay, so you can illustrate your sentence or directly the word. I know, we've been trying to illustrate some of them or act some of them out, and they're hard. This one down here would be a different sentence because my word has more than one meaning. And the word available really doesn't have more than one meaning. It just means that it is ready to use, or it's obtainable, it's reachable. But we talked a little bit about how this word balance has more than one meaning, right? Balance could be a verb that you balance on a beam. You can walk across the beam, or it could be a noun. You have good balance where you don't fall down. Or it could be the balance in an ecosystem. So if you chose the word balance, you could definitely do another sentence here because it has more than one meaning. So when you're going through, if you find that you think of more than one meaning for your vocabulary words, you could do that. All right. So you're going to choose two other words. Okay, two words. You're going to do one on the front and then one on the back of your sheet. So you're only using one of the 3 sheets that you were given today. Okay, and we're going to save the others for other weeks and other vocabulary words. So choose 2 of the 5 words and really give it some really great deep thought and concentration. Great job, 3rd graders. Bye.